Hello, my name is Simon Kemp. I am the tutor for French at Somerville College, part of the Modern Languages team there, and this is my new lockdown teaching room. It is a laptop propped up on a box of Kerplunk, a nerve-wracking game of skill to elevate the webcam a bit so that my students don't spend tutorials looking at my nose. In a corner of the living room, surrounded by as many books as I could carry when I did a sweep of my office shelves at the start of lockdown. I'm currently sharing my teaching room, as you can see, with Andrew the cat, sitting on the sofa there, who is playing innocent, just as if he didn't earlier today ruin a seminar on dangerous liaisons and the epistolary form by having a fight with his brother Steve the cat in the middle of the living room floor. So teaching during lockdown has been an interesting experience. There are actually 7 of us in the house at the moment. Me, my wife, our 2 teenage boys, Andrew and Steve the cats, plus my brother who's come to live with us during the lockdown rather than isolate by himself. So we're getting on very well, but we are to some extent struggling for living space, working space, and particularly internet bandwidth. It's worked pretty well so far. I have educated myself enormously over the course of the lockdown. At the beginning of the lockdown, I was very excited to learn that I could actually split my computer screen into 2 with Windows key left arrow and Windows key right arrow. And since then, I have just come on in leaps and bounds, and I'm now happily conducting seminars and tutorials over Zoom and Teams, sharing documents remotely on my screen, creating and editing videos, to replace some of the outreach activities that we've been forced to drop during the lockdown. I've had it fairly easy. I have lots of admiration for our wonderful students who've been working in very difficult circumstances often and coming through without complaining, staying positive, staying cheerful, and getting through this. Our first years have been thrown out of college before they've even really had time to feel at home there. My second years are trying to plan for a year abroad next year in deep uncertainty of whether they're going to be able to go, when they're going to be able to go, what they're going to find if they manage to get there. And most of all, our finalists who have had a huge amount of greater anxiety heaped on top of what would have been an anxious time in any case with their final exams. Plus, of course, they're missing out on what should have been a really important rite of passage, celebrating and finishing their university time with summer at Somerville. I have huge respect for the way they're coping with this very difficult time. And it shows me more than ever what an immense privilege it is for me to work with these amazing, dedicated, talented young people. And I hope that sometime in the not too distant future, we're all going to be together again in a reopened Somerville College.